Leslie Foster. Soy Leslie Foster con Common Ground International. And so excited if you're joining us live. If not, you can watch this video down the road. It'll be up on this Facebook page. So the objective of this group, first of all, we are a group of educators for educators. And my goal, my mission is to give you the tools that you need in order to improve communication with your Spanish-speaking students and the parents in your community, parents and guardians. So first of all, I'm just going to put this out there that I'm used to teaching live classes and having students to interact with. So this is a little bit different, but the whole goal is to give you what you need. And so there's going to be a one-way conversation, but I would so love your comments, your likes, your dislikes, suggestions, all that. So I would like your interaction in the comment box. So thanks so much. Well, beginning of the school year, bienvenidos al año escolar. There is a lot going on. And I know in our household, as we're managing two different schools and my teaching schedule, my husband's teaching schedule, we spend a lot of time talking about setting up the classroom and creating that positive, awesome learning environment. And so it's a challenge in your native language, but it's even more of a challenge in your second language or third language. So in Spanish today, we're going to focus on one aspect of setting up your rules and systems and procedures in place, which is las reglas de la clase. So let's get started. I'm going to give you the vocabulario that you need, and hopefully you'll be able to use it this week when you talk to your students and families, whether that's in back to school night or just setting up classroom rules and expectations with your estudiantes. So let's get started. Okay, primero hay tres maneras para expresar reglas de la clase or rules of the classroom. Reglas de la clase, normas de la clase, and expectativas de la clase. So you can choose one of these if you have a poster or something in your classroom. You know, this is rules of the class, norms of the class, or classroom expectations. Depends on if you're an expectation type person or a rules type person, but go for it. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I thought this was good for the elementary, la escuela primaria, the elementary school teacher. And this is personal expressions. Okay, so I often say this because I want the students and myself to be involved and held accountable for las reglas de la clase. So I'm going to just write up here, personal expressions. Okay. So in nuestra clase, and notice these are all conjugate, all these verbs conjugated in the nosotros form because I'm involved as a teacher as well. So in nuestra clase, escuchamos cuando otros hablan. We escuchamos when others hablan, okay? Seguimos las instrucciones. We follow instructions. Mantenemos manos, pies, objetos en su lugar. So we keep our hands, feet, other objects where they belong, in their place, okay? Respetamos otros, respetamos cosas en la clase, okay? Prestamos atención, we pay attention, prestamos atención, y ayudamos a los compañeros. We help each other. So these are just some examples. I know that you're thinking there's many more, and later on today, I'll add a vocabulary list in the comment section. You can download all the vocabulary for talking about clases y reglas en la clase. Okay, the second way to communicate this is through impersonal expressions. So here's a little formula. Use your impersonal expression like es importante plus followed by a verb in the infinitivo. So what's a verbo in the infinitivo? It's a verbo that is not conjugated, okay? So it makes it a little bit easier. So here's unos ejemplos de expresiones impersonales. Es importante, es necesario, es recomendable, es bueno, es malo, okay? All these are examples. Here's some more examples of how to add it with the verbo in the infinitivo. Es importante ser respetuoso o respetuosa. Es importante ser responsable. Es importante portarse bien, to behave well. Okay, here's some otros ejemplos para ustedes. And again, if I'm going too fast, I'll add the link and you can download all this vocabulario muy pronto. Okay, es importante prestar atención, to pay attention. Es importante estar presente, to be ready and present, presente y listo en la clase. Okay, es importante es entregar a tiempo su tarea, entregar a su tarea a tiempo. So it's turning your homework on time. Es importante traer el material necesario, to bring el material necesario a la clase. Es importante utilizar palabras mágicas. ¿Cuáles son las palabras mágicas? Por favor, gracias, lo siento, mucho gusto, buenos días, buenas tardes. Las palabras mágicas that create a ambiente positivo en la clase, okay? So this is just a quick rundown of impersonal expressions. And then this kind of works well for some rules that are hard and fast. Thinking of middle school and high school, in escuela secundaria, se prohíbe, it's prohibited, okay, followed by the infinitivo. So aquí son algunos ejemplos. Se prohíbe usar el teléfono celular en la clase. Se prohíbe desobedecer las reglas de la escuela. Se prohíbe pelear con otros. Okay, so these are some ones that are non-negotiable. Using your telephone, fighting, disobeying school and classroom rules. So se prohíbe followed by the infinitivo. Okay, this was a very quick rundown. But I want you now to aplicar esta información. So you have a reto profesional, a professional challenge. So esta semana, you have today and the rest of this week until next Wednesday when we meet again to try some of these things, some of these expressions and vocabulario as you're setting up your classroom rules and expectations with your estudiantes. So again, we'll meet next Wednesday for another episode of Maestro Miércoles, and we'll continue to talk about the theme of setting up your classroom and rules, regulations, expectations. But I want your ideas. What are the most dire things you want to learn? So please comment below in the comment line. And muchas gracias por estar aquí. Hasta luego. Hasta lo próximo. Chao.